Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Typhon Maya, blue team. Ghost is a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. Dark Angels DLC here, we're going to see the fancy robes in a second. Not going to move until we see the fancy robes, there they are. Alongside Vito with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts us good damage, can also support with structures and repair. And rounding off the blue team, funnyman2u as a Chaos Lord. A durable and destructive hero, walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. Some corn worship going on. Red team, Kayotostark is another Techmarine here. We've got Maclean as a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee, begins with a refractor shield. And Shoris rounds off the teams as an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. Just threw a hammer of the witches on the Chaos Lord's face. I'm sure he's fine with it, he's not angry at all, doesn't want to bleed everyone to death. Killed a weak, well dodged there by Shoris's Inquisitor, getting some backup now from their allied Sentinel of Maclean. And Chaos Lord is sent packing. funnyman2u did not get a unit up, did not get Chaos Space Marines or more Heretics. Looks like they're going straight into a power cost unit, also known as a tier 1.5 unit by some. What's it going to be though? Raptors, Noise Marines or Havocs? We have some executed guardsmen fellas doing double damage after the execution, but they cannot retreat for the duration. So it is risky. I don't think those tacks should have closed for melee though, because they're getting messed up by the Lord Commissar and all these las guns out of cover. Turret is up. Vito has a turret in the mid that's going to suppress and damage infantry in that limited firing arc, so you can get around it. Could also use, yep, Maclean's gone straight for some artillery spotters to drop some smoke on it. And in tier 2 they could drop the incendiary shell. Now, I'm not sure if that one shots a turret, like the Warlock's Immolate or something, but it might. Hammer of the Witches again on the Chaos Lord's face, hits kill the weak that time. Inquisitor's got the Holy Brazier, a power weapon, which also gives her Holy Pyre, which is awesome. She's smacking right on the Chaos Lord. Puts the Holy Pyre in a good place. Heretics getting wrecked as they retreat. What is funnyman2u up to? Looks like they're trying to go straight to tier 2 without getting any other unit. They just lost their Heretics. Getting tired of taking on 2. Well, maybe if you had more units on the field, buddy, it wouldn't be so bad. Artillery spotters disrupt the Techmarine off the cap. Turret is still up. Force commander's here too. Force commander's got assault squad actually up. Vito got some devastators. funnyman2u is still not getting a unit up. Are they going for like super quick multiple blood crushers or something? Are they going to get a hand? Looks like Vito's maybe coming over here. There's a kill the weak. Hammer of the Witches again on the Chaos Lord. Such a nice tool to have when you're facing a big scary fat ass like this that can't be suppressed. And sniper scouts for Vito. Devastator's coming over here. Tax as well. Looks like the Techmarine has stayed mid. Oh, they just retreated off. That's right. Assault squad of Ghosts. Started to see a little bit of aggression now from the Force Commander. Getting shot at by the enemy Techmarine, who's got bionics on the way, so we might see a melee Techmarine here. But it could also just be, hey, I want an anti-melee war gear. Meanwhile, Lord Commissar got too close to the turret. These guys are flanked around it though. Need some repair support or something. Where is that Techmarine? They are moving forward. They took a while to start moving. I think they were microing this stuff. Chaos Lord takes their power back, and indeed funnyman2u has gone straight to tier 2. Not that far ahead of Ghost though, and Ghost has assault marines on the field. We'll see if it pays off. Oh, multi-laser turret went down, was that? No, couldn't have been. It looked like a multi-laser turret for a second. That was still the tarantula turret that got burned down. I don't know why I saw it as a multi-laser turret in my head. So that would have cost 200 rep, 30 power or so. It's not a slight loss to lose those things. It's a tough place to keep it alive though. Easy to flank there. Vito thinks it's lost. Ghost thinks it's fine. Funnyman saying I've got tier 2 units on the way. Blood Crusher is indeed coming through. Had 2 farms the whole time, says Ghost. Oh yeah, because they've had this northern power farm up, look. Clever, clever, clever. Scouts with no upgrades. Sergeant on the way for the tax. They might become Stern Guard veterans. Scout, try a grenade. It's a nice idea. And they did hit that one model pretty well. Devastators are there. They're going to get jumped, are they? Oh, the heavy weapons squad got jumped. That was behind. These guys need to leave, I think, though. Yep, they are leaving. Techmarine also leaves, and they did get the Master Crafted Bolter, so not a melee Techmarine, at least not yet. 423 to 500. Blood Crusher is up. And where is it? It's going to go straight for the power on this side. Shoris goes tier 2. They're not going to be that far behind, you know. They could get some anti-armor stormtroopers relatively quickly. And it's only one Blood Crusher up. Doesn't seem that they're getting another one. Not sure what else they want here. It's heretics to help worship the Blood Crusher. Blood Crushers are demons, so they benefit hugely from worship. 423 to 489. Mid is being decapped. And they get it. Some brave guardsmen there who ran off. Looks like it's the Catachan's elite scheme, recolored like grey. There's spotters doing their thing as well. Scouts looking for a grenade maybe. And those guys know it, so they're backing up. Lord Commissar's pretty low on health, throws up the shield and gets stuck in. They're going for stubbornness to keep themselves alive. I think they should have got Aura of Discipline here. Support 2 players rather than 1 unit, you know. But stubbornness can make the Lord Commissar into kind of a badass. We'll see. Assault squad jumping deep. Scouts maybe looking for a grenade, being all sneaky like. Got a sniper shot, and now they're being hit, and they did not look for a grenade. Thunderhammer Force Commander on the field now for Ghost with the teleporter. Funnyman, oh, they've got Plague Marines up, and now they're getting heretics. Blood Crusher has taken damage. Shoris did indeed go straight for anti-armor stormtroopers because the Inquisitor can call them in, which is handy. Yes, you can call in stormtroopers and the Bane Wolf, the Inquisitor. These guys jumping into base turret range. And now they run, and the Force Command runs. It was a good push, though. Might have opened up some power bashing. Yeah, 1 generator's missing. 423 to 446. Sometimes it's worth, like, intentionally overcommitting, kind of, to free up some space behind you to get things done, whether it be decapping or bashing power. Force Commander's typically pretty good at that because he can overcommit and pop his battle cry to just mess things up even more. Keep things disrupted. Prevent it from pushing back. Back towards the southwest. Blood Crusher's alive. We've got some Plasma Guardsmen. We've got those Plague Marines. Not sure why they went for Plague Marines. Expecting Chimera, perhaps. Soul Sentinel. Of course, they had the Sentinel. Missile Launcher, crack missiles getting shots in. Under Worship, though, it's going to be pretty hard for that Missile Launcher to deal with it. The Stormtroopers are sneaking around. Unfortunately for them, they don't have the energy to throw their melter bomb, but they can shoot their melter guns. Blood Crusher goes straight after them, do they? No! Oh, they got stuck. They got stuck. And Blood Crusher falls. We've got Blood Letters now for funnyman2u. 423 to 407. That northern power has turned red, by the way. It's been red for a while, I think. But they might get it back right here, right now. Force Commander levels to 2. Assault Squad have been doing a lot of heavy lifting here for the blue team. Stern Guard veterans up for Ghost, and they do go for the 50% faster cap on that power point. Assault Squad retreat. Force Commander doesn't have an armor upgrade yet. We do have a Whirlwind up though for Vito, and they go tier 3. That seems like a very quick tier 3, especially that they actually got a tier 2 unit up. They didn't just rush tier 3. Yeah, I don't know what the timer is, but that doesn't feel like that much more than 10 minutes, if that. Holy Brazier doing its thing. Damage over time and a debuff in that area. Chaos Lord does not care. And Blood Crushers have that Corn Worship. The huge health regen, energy regen, and the +2 speed, of course. Those guys, yeah, they might need to get a bit closer. Chaos Lord now has Armor of the Inferno for Let the Galaxy Burn. Here comes the Inquisitor. She might regret running in there. Oh, Mandate. Can they get the Power Bash? They do get a full Power Bash. Might be time for the Chaos Lord to back off here. Oh no. They tried to get a Let the Galaxy Burn in and they went down. Inquisitor may also go down. Blood Crushers on retreat path. Chop her up good. Keeping the pressure up here, funny man. They've got double Bloodletters now. Other ones are coming up. Yeah, these guys are able to phase out so often because they're getting huge energy regen from the worship. 423 to 339. Can they bash the natural power though? Is the question. What was that? Did they melt a bomb their allied sentinel? Where did that melter bomb come from? Oh, it was from the assault squad, dumbass. I'm thinking it was the anti-armor stormtroopers. Like, you can't even target your own units with that. It was these guys with thunder and lightning. Tier 3 for Ghost. Vito's been there a while. They have tons of wreck. I assume they're saving for a Land Raider, but we'll see. More Bloodletters for Funnyman. Full on Corn. And I mean, what do you do? Ogryns? Ogryns are going to get wrecked by multiple Bloodletters, you would think. I was thinking just go tier 3, look for tanks. Because that is difficult to deal with. Ogryn's going to need a hell of a lot of support to deal with 3 Bloodletters. Oh, 2 Bloodletters. Oh, was one of them Blood Sacrifice Bloodletters? I think so. I'm not sure though, it must have been. Yeah, Ogryns are super heavy infantry. They will take huge amounts of damage from power weapons, which is what the Bloodletters have. And Bloodletters just do so much DPS. For the pain. Force Commander's here to help out as well. With a battle cry. Oh, those are Blood Sacrifice Bloodletters. I see. Getting very confused here. I was like, why the hell did they disappear? Did these guys level? Bloodletter's got a bunch of XP, the permanent ones, but they didn't level. Now they're teleporting up into those Ogryns. This is going to be painful for the Ogryns. Why are they still here? Chop, 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 chop. Oh, they're splitting them. Ogryns use your red to get away. It's only the bonehead leader left, and that was well played by Shoris. Didn't just panic retreat them. Used the disruption ability first and then got away. Good stomp. Didn't get all of them. Yeah, they'll do huge amounts of damage with the Sentinel as well. Tank up for Vito. They did not go for a Land Raider. The mid is red though. Just like to watch these Bloodletters go at it. And there's the Pawn Worship. It might be worth just trying to shoot those heretics down, you know. But it's easier said than done when double Bloodletters are in your face. Let's check out the mid. Melter Gun Techmarine for kayotostark. Also, Orbs of the Omnissiah. Still got the Bionics. Vito has nothing in terms of war gear. But they have a Predator tank. Looks like the Whirlwind has gone down. Don't see the wreck of it anywhere. But that's probably what that little push was there. Dreadnought with assault cannon. Turret on that nice little hill, cliff thing. Raised area. Another Whirlwind for Vito. Ogryn's trying to fight the Bloodletters, but it's difficult. I mean, Holy Pyre thrown in, which will help. And Ogryn's got away again. Those guys having to shift out, go back into worship. Lord Commissar helping now with a Xenos Power Claw. Hell Fury drops in. That's an excellent thing to drop on worshipping heretics. And a big retreat from Funnyman. Chaos Lord is down still. Meanwhile, back on the mid. Manticore strike comes in, does some good work. Almost wiped those Devastators. That was so close. Vanguard Veterans now up for Ghost with their Power Fist upgrade. Makes them better at fighting and tougher, but you lose the Melter Bomb utility, which is a big deal. Trying to go after this Dreadnought now with the Power Fist and tank support. Dreadnought turns around and Melter Bomb goes in too. The Vanguard Veterans were new Assault Marines that just got upgraded. Dreadnought went down. I guess they thought it wasn't worth trying to pull away with the Melter Bomb there. What's this? Sneaky power bash from the Stormtroopers. Now they get shot at. They took out one generator though. Maybe they should have snuck around and gone for the tank like these guys are. And down it goes. Sentinel gets the shot. Nicely done by Shoris. This Sentinel is doing some good work. He's taking Thunderhammer hits. Yeah, needs to stomp or something. Look at this brazen decapping from Shoris. Excellent little push here. Meanwhile, Funnyman has a Land Raider Phobos. Where's it going to go? Doesn't seem to be veering towards the mid. I mean, there's not much on the south to do right now. Maybe they just want to like defend their power a bit, get it built again. Because Red Team have that northern one still. It's not noded, but it's fully genned. Lord Commissar capping the mid. Plasma cannon set up. We got Plasma Taxis, Sternguard Veterans. Manticore, of course, massively influential on this map potentially. The Meat Grinder maps. Plasma cannon. I think they phased out just in time there. I think. Because they weren't knocked over, you see. There's that Phobos. Got twin-linked las cannons on the side sponsons. Twin-linked heavy bolter on top and a storm bolter. And now we have some Bullgrins from Shoris. An upgrade for Ogrins available in Tier 3. Pretty sure you can only have one of them. They have these big slab shields, more DPS, more health, health regen, and a cool ability called Use Your Shields, which they are not using right now. They should be using it. I mean, it's not going to suppress the Bloodletters, but it does give them extra damage resistance. Down goes the Land Raider. Just got Manticored and Ogrins were on it. They didn't get to do that much. Oh, Plague Marines wipe as well. Just saw one explode there. 286 to 304. Some, yeah, pretty heavy losses for the blue team. Lost the tank, lost the Phobos, lost the Plague Marines. Ghost with their infantry heavy army. Preserving things a bit better. I mean, it's just, it can just be really difficult to keep vehicles alive in a 3v3. Here comes a Baneblade for Maclean. Stormtroopers level up from the power bash. Well done, fellas. Bullgrins. Wow, look how much XP the Bullgrins got. I guess they helped take down the Phobos. Assault Terminators now for Ghost. Now they should, in my opinion, follow up immediately with the Librarian. But we shall see. Force Commander now has Artificer Armor as well. These are unique Terminators for the Force Commander. Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields by default. Good damage to all targets. With huge amounts of health. They can change this loadout though. I think I've said it before, but I really would love to see a huge undertaking, but I really would love to see each hero get a unique unit from their global bar. Would be awesome. And the Chaos Lord could get some actual Pawn Berserkers or something. Ouch. Dreadnought doing its thing. We'll see if that one survives. Another turret is up. Lord Commissar comes to say hello to it. Force Commander says don't do that. Our Whirlwind was there as well to try and disrupt. Here's your Baneblade. For Maclean, following up immediately with the Lehman Russ as well. Kashyyyk on the way for Shoris. Everyone tier 3? No, kayotostark is not tier 3. Center uncapped, VP still very close. 50 or so in it. Meanwhile, this power is still kind of locked down. Chaos Lord revives Vito and levels to 2. What level is this guy? Also level 2. Yeah, I feel like aside from the Force Commander, the blue team's heroes have struggled to make a huge impact. Let the Galaxy Burn can certainly do that though. Gartus up for the Inquisitor. That's a great tool to have against these Bloodletters. That will stun them at least. They're just like shrugging off the Guardsman's damage, aren't they? Heretics need to move up here. There is the Holy Pyre. Here comes some more anti-armor stormtroopers. Melter guns do well against all targets, remember. It does have relatively short range, which is dangerous when you're trying to shoot a melee unit that can kill you pretty fast. Yeah, Bloodletter's holding up so well here under all this fire. Have they used Let the Galaxy Burn already? There's a rocket run. I assume from Shoris, but I'm not sure. Decent hits. Heretics need to run. Bloodletters are phased out. What's going on in the mid? Baneblade trying to facilitate the cap, but it's being decapped right now by Vito, who's gone melee. Really? That's very surprising. Expect him to go like Melter Gun and Orbs or something against the Baneblade. Dreadnought falls. Assault Terminator is making light work of it. Now they're going for the Baneblade. Super heavy tanks like this do have weaker vehicle armor, unlike a Land Raider Phobos. Techmarine falls. Tried to melee a level 5 Lord Commissar with a claw. Didn't work out great. Assault Terminator is in a bit of trouble here. Might drop a model. Lord Commissar's going after him. Which is why you want a librarian, buddy. I guess they doesn't have resources for one now. They spent a bunch reinforcing, maybe. That's an Executioner Leman Russ. Huge damage potential against Terminators, but needs to get kind of close to shoot that thing. Back to the south, where the Bloodletters continue to roll, and now we have Chaos Terminators. They are getting an autocannon, which is going to do great work for them there. The Bullgrins could be a threat to them, though. Claws would have made short work, but there's tons of plasma around, so Funnyman probably wants to keep ranged weapons on them. They're taking a bunch of plasma right now. Here's the Bullgrins. And Purgatus stops the Bloodletters in their tracks. Bullgrin's doing a lot of DPS here. Terminators might die. Oh, Bullgrin's also getting quite low. Did they teleport away? They teleported away. Did they overextend their Bullgrins down to 22? They do go down. That's a big win for funnyman2u. Shoris just didn't keep an eye on them enough. Thought they could maybe wipe the Terminators. Back towards the mid then. Vanguard veterans going at a Techmarine. This is kayotostark with the Melter Gun. But they're persuaded to leave. There's plasma attacks there shooting them. Baneblade lives. What else we've got? Vito with the Land Raider Redeemer on the way. 2 over here, says Funnyman. Being pushed by a Leman Russ. Those guys trying to phase out. Land Raider Redeemer also on the way for kayotostark. They're down to just 2 units though. Stern Guard and Tactical Marines. Their Dreadnoughts haven't worked out for them. Is that an autocannon? It is, for the heavy weapon squad. Lord Commissar's been good. He's always been on it. Right place at the right time. Tying things up and being a huge pain in the ass. Assault Terminators are back, fully healed up. Not sure where these Melter Gun guys are going. To get rid of the las cannon? I guess so. Hell Fury on it now that they have vision. Nicely done by Shoris to be paying attention to that. Assault Terminators, I mean, they can't take on everything. And these Kasrkin now have these rapid firing plasma guns. They look so vicious. And they can fire on the move, as you can see. There is the Land Raider Redeemer. Soup unit for Space Marines. Allows you to reinforce around it, retreat back to it, heal up. Got a bunch of powerful weaponry in its own right as well. And Kayotostark will have one of their own soon. Super units everywhere. Level 6 Lord Commissar, level 3 Techmarine, level 6 Inquisitor. Where is the Force Commander? Down over there. I mean, maybe Chainstorm and Storm Shield was the play here. In the mid with the Force Commander. Another turret going up from Vito. I wonder if they'll go for the anti-armor one. Which is awesome. Uh-oh. Sneaky Stormtroopers. Need to shoot them, fellas. We've got a Hellfire round Stone Guard here. They got it down. I don't know if they got refunded for that since it wasn't finished. Kayotostark with a Predator on the way. Chaos Lord is down. Might be tricky to get him back over there. Terminators trying to defend their power. Bloodletters are in the mid right now. Big mid push maybe from the blue team coming. Now that they have the Land Raider to retreat back to. Melter Bomb on this Sentinel. This Sentinel still being alive is amazing work from Shoris. Amazing work. Level 4. And it might go down as soon as I say that, of course. It is, isn't it? It is. Wow. The Curse of Indrid needs to be nerfed hard. Sentinel did so well. As soon as I say something, down it goes. Okay, that was a big risk. These guys just used their teleport offensively. Have vision for an orbital now. But it needs to back off. They have no librarian support. They need to back away. They're really trying to get this Land Raider down. I don't know if they're going to survive. They do not survive. That was not worth it, Ghost. You can't teleport your Terminators in like that. Unless you know you have support. Either numbers or a librarian or an allied sorcerer or something. They had none of those things. Wow, look at that DPS. There's so much plasma. That's scary stuff. Yeah, Chainsword and Storm Shield would have been great here. Techmarine goes for the cap. 135304. They did get the Land Raider. Last Cannon shot came in there. A Stormblade is up though for Shoris. Where is it? There it is. With that massive plasma blast gun. Gun's so big they can't even turn it. Big boom. Big boom misses. They missed the overcharge shot. Now they're disabled for 5 seconds. 2-1 for red. Starting to pull away on the VPs a bit. They need outrageous amounts of anti-vehicle now. I can't believe there's only one las cannon in the mid. It might get that tank. Tank goes down. Pergatus goes in. There's more Terminators on the field now from Vito this time. So they could get Cyclone Missile Launcher. Having to teleport back there. 112 to 304. Some repairs for the Land Raider Redeemer. Kayotostark down to 2 units. They have struggled to preserve things. Their Imperial Guard allies have done a lot better with that. Terminator trying to bash power. Inquisitor has lots of amazing tools against Terminators, Pergatus being one of them with a stun. Terminators do not like being stunned because they can't retreat out of it. But she can also get Excruciators or crossbow bolt pistol, that kind of thing. And these guys are going to die. Here comes the Phobos, the second one. And the Inquisitor just took a whole bunch of las cannon to the face. Terminators jump inside. They are saved. Ghost Sane doesn't have much left, but neither does Kayotostark. Not always easy to be able to judge how much stuff your opponent has, or even how much stuff your allies have. If you're not on voice chat, you know. Especially if they're not on the same area of the map as you. 3 heroes are down. They went assault cannon with the Terminators. That's a big mistake, I think. With all these vehicles. Maybe they're... Wow, that's damage right there. Maybe they're thinking, hey, I can target guardsmen and get loads of inspiration buffs, which is legit. Venerable Dreadnought comes in. Don't know how long it's going to last here. But there's a Phobos. Basilisk Flare comes in to mess up the range. Las Cannon couldn't fire. Venerable Dreadnought charges into the Las Cannon. I don't think it's going to get away. But has created space for the cap, maybe. Dreadnought Stoicism is up. Which means 10 seconds of increased stats and stuff, but it's going to go down. Phobos is taking huge damage. What is this? A little raid by the Bloodletters in there. How much red does Ghost have? They have enough red for Terminators again if they can save up. Phobos trying to hunt down the Stormblade maybe. Down to 62 VPs though. They're trying to get it back. Demolisher Cannon coming in though. I wonder if that would have wiped those guys. Can they get anything onto the red team's natural? Terminators are chasing the Stormblade, which I don't think is going to work out that great. There's Hammer of the Witches. One of them dies. Land Raider's pushed all the way up from Vito. Phobos has followed it. Look at that. Again, created some space. Typically, you don't want to do it with a Land Raider, I don't think. What is this? It's a drop pod of Marines from kayotostark. Imperial Abyss on the back lines, trying to get the Manticore from Funnyman. Couldn't quite get it. Help do some damage to the Baneblade though. Looks like Blessing of the Omnissiah's on that to repair it. Could use one from Vito actually. Land Raider Redeemer got insanely low on hit points. Heretic's trying to help repair it. Vito does have scouts, but they are retreating. And the Techmarine himself is down. 48-281 on the VPs. Blue team making their stand now. Need to have something on this, I think, because they're up against double guard, which means sneaky stormtroopers, potentially. Like this. They might be going for the VP right now. See if they turn or if they're trying to bash the power. Looks like they're going for the power actually. Nuke bait in the mid here. I hate how these craters get super low res textures for some reason. Very unfortunate. Melter bomb on the Stormblade. Not going to be a massive problem, I don't think. Manticore explodes some guardsmen. Those were Vitos. Not guardsmen, Marines. No, those were ghosts. Ghosted the Dark Angel. 46-251. Huge disruption from that Force Commander. Here come double Bloodletters now to murder things. Into an orbital. That was Ghost's orbital, I think. It's a really good one. And they don't have a Land Raider to retreat back to. They could get a beacon up, of course, with the from the Techmarine. Oh, look, they stole it. They stole the VP. I don't think they know. Double cap against them. I think blue team have lost. The guard players were so strong here. And I think they didn't do enough anti-vehicle. I saw one las cannon the whole game, I think. There it is. I don't know. Yeah, why did this Techmarine go melee? Very odd. Could have got melter gun and orbs and helped against these big vehicles. They cause a lot of problems. Orbital at the end there. Let's look at his heroes. Level 8 Force Commander. Did well. I think Chainsword and Storm Shield would have been awesome though. Helps things trade. Techmarine was level 3. Chaos Lord level 3 was down for a while. Had Phobos and Terminators and those double Bloodletters at the end. They did all great. Both level 4. Level 6 Techmarine, kayotostark. Level 10 Lord Commissar did have Emperor's Wrath at the end. And Shoris, level 8 with Purgatus and all that good stuff. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.